Okay, so in this video we're just going to take a look at calculating the quantities for your overlay design. We're going to do that on the cross sections by defining materials for the different volumes you want to calculate. Just before I do that, it wouldn't hurt to change the style of your corridor display here in cross section. So I'm just going to select one of those section views, go to View Group Properties, go to the Sections tab, and just change for your corridor here, change the style to cross section hatching, and just click OK on that. And you can see there that's a much better style. It gives it, you can clearly see the wearing course and binder course, and then you've got the surface here for the top of the regulation material. Okay, so we need to then go in to our materials, define materials for each of the items we want to quantify. So click on one of the section views, click Compute Materials, make sure you select the sample line group for the final design sections here, not the first pass ones. Okay, it pops you into this dialog box first. We're just going to set the couple of surfaces here. Click OK. It's just going to set that up as material. And what we're going to do is straight away we're just going to go back into Compute Materials. So the section still selected. Click Compute Materials again, and you'll see that this time brings you into a different dialog box. So this is the one we want to be in. Okay, that material that we just created, I'm just going to delete it. So I'm not kind of too sure why it jumps into one dialog box first and then brings you into this one here, so we can define multiple materials in here. Okay, so I'm just going to change the name of my material list here to overlay volumes. I'm going to add a new material, and I'm going to call this this is my regulation material. Sorry, regulation volume. Okay, so this quantity is fill, and we're defining it by using two surfaces. So data type of surface is going to add in our existing, and add in your top of regulation material. I'm going to change the style of it here. So let me see, blue gray, and then the condition. Okay, so the way you read the conditions is our regulate material is everything above the existing ground and below the top of regulation surface. So you just change this condition here to below and leave that one as it is. Okay, so if we click OK on that, and we'll just see what that highlights on the cross sections then. Okay, and if I just zoom in here, you can see this purple. That's the material that's been set up. Okay, so it's everything above the existing ground, below the top regulation surface, which is the underside of your overlay layer. So that's correct. So generally you can take it that if you create a material and you look at it on the cross sections and it seems to be hatching the correct area on the cross sections, then your material is correct. And if your material is correct, then the volume it spits out for you is going to be correct. So it's a handy kind of check to look, I suppose, at how it's hatching, how the material is hatched on the cross sections, and you can be pretty sure that if it looks correct, it is correct. Okay, so I'm going to go back in and define some of the other materials. So click on one of the section views again. Seems to have just frozen on me. Okay, going to compute materials again. Make sure you select the correct sample line group, and I'm going to define a new material. I'm going to call this planing or milling. The quantity type is cut. It's two surfaces again. It's the same two surfaces except the conditions are reversed. So we want everything below the existing ground and above the top of regulation. Change the style of this one maybe to red. Okay, I don't think I have any planing in mind, but no harm putting it in anyway. So if I tweak the smoother profile more, I may end up getting some planing. I'm going to add a new material this time. This is going to be the wearing course. Okay, now for this one we're going to use a corridor shape, and you see here we've got pave 1 and pave 2. Pave 1 is the wearing course, pave 2 is the binder course. So I'm going to add in my pave 1 Okay, so it's just giving me more than there that I need to set my quantity type here to structures, and then I can add in that pave 1 as my wearing course volume. Add a new material. This is going to be the binder course, going to do something similar. Going to change that to structures, and then we're going to add in pave 2. Going to change the style of these to no display. They're already hatched on the corridor, so we don't need to see them. Okay, so that's pretty much my volumes set up, ready to go. Click OK on that. And then to generate a volume report, you just, with one of the section views still selected, you just click on generate volume report up here. Okay, so I'm just giving mine a second there to update. Generate volume report. Again, make sure you select the correct sample line group. Material list. I'm going to pick a material sheet here. I'm going to use the select material one in the UKIE list. Untick that display XML. And then it should just create the report for us. Yep. Okay, so you get a cumulative volume report at each cross section here. Okay, and all your volumes are split, sort of coming out there together. Okay, and scroll down to the bottom. There should be one final total volume. Okay, all coming out. You can see I have only tiny fraction of a bit of planing there. Okay, so you can right click here and select all, right click again and copy. Okay, and then you can paste that into Excel and sort of tweak the report and make it suit your own, I suppose, style. Okay, but that's calculating the volumes.